Good evening, paedophiles. What a news clip that was. Have you heard that Trump's gonna sue the BBC?
No, why?
I don't know, some documentary they released. Have you also heard the BBC's gone to shit?
That doesn't surprise me.
Like, I think their CEO's resigned and, like, their managing director and stuff.
Oh, fuck.
Like, genuinely, shit has gone down at the BBC.
Oh, fuck.
And I don't mean on each other.
Maybe they'll be doing CEO apprenticeships next year.
Could you imagine?
I'm right for that one. That one would be a good starting salary.
Good starting point. Yeah, so what was your first job? Yeah, CEO of the BBC. Long story, but you know, worth it. Look at that car. I love how it, in the image of the car, it's the 2013 chassis.
Is it?
Yeah, but when you get on track, they're on the 2025 chassis, unfortunately.
They definitely changed that.
Definitely could, but for the amount of work that's gone into this mod, I'm not too fussed. Because I'd argue some of the liveries look better on the 2025 livery than they did on the 2013 car.
That's fair.
Glockenspiel. Hello, Pidge. Welcome in. You are indeed first. I do like a glockenspiel, to be fair. Right, we're actually gonna do FP1.
Are you?
Yeah, just to show off all the cars more than anything.
And see how fucked.
That would also be ideal, yeah. I do love seeing how fucked I am.
It's wonderful to be back down under for the Australian Grand Prix.
Don't tell me FP1's wet. FP1's fucking wet. Number one cheese fab. Pardon?
Has it changed the calendar?
So it is only a 19 race calendar. But obviously some of the tracks they obviously don't go to anymore, so they've sort of just replaced them.
Yeah, but has it organised the ones that they did go to into the order that they did?
Yes.
Okay. So they start at Australia.
Yup.
Cool.
Yeah, speaking of fabs, actually, they're a nice lolly I haven't had in years. I do like a fab. Who doesn't like a fab though? Like, do you know what I mean? I guess we just slap you out on the long run, build up that track acclimatization, you get me? We're not going to put any affiliates in, mostly because we only have one and he looks like complete shit, so we need to sort out what affiliates we want. James Rossiter.
Oh.
Yep, exactly. I don't actually know, I can't lie. I'm a Force India fan, couldn't tell you who the guy is. Welcome in, Mango. Love how I won 11 races in a row. Brazil broke that win streak. Alas, that is the way Brazil goes sometimes.
What?
What?
You on about?
I'm talking to chat.
Oh.
You silly goose. Right, Paul the Rester, get out on track. Right, it's the Force India. We love a Force India. First car out on track. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean we're going to win anything of any remote slim chance this season. But we send out both Force Indias. They do look pretty nice. Generally, I was fighting off Ricardo, my engine was in there turning to say battery whilst I was trying to get away from Ricardo. Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta save battery.
Just a steady build-up of temps now.
Unfortunately, Paul di Resta does not have any voice lines. Now that would be cool. See, I was only really interested in showing off the cars here. Force India. City was quicker than di Resta. Well, it was like di Resta. Oh, it's close between them though, I'll give them that. Okay, no it's not. There's a whopping 4/10 between them. No, it's half a second now. Di Resta, what you doing, man? Is anyone else coming out on track? Do you have the sounds? Of what? I don't think the engine sounds have been changed. I might need to turn the volume up though. So I did put it down quite low. Yeah, no, it's just the normal sounds, unfortunately. We can go on board with Adrian Sittil, the quicker of our two drivers thus far in this session. System do a thing where they just end everyone out at once it gets slightly drier than it is now. Did get away from Ricardo. Yep, it has sent quite a few people out, for instance. Who is that? Hi. We have Valtteri Bottas. Is this actual Valtteri Bottas, or is this Pastor Maldonado disguised as Valtteri Bottas? It's Pastor Maldonado disguised as Valtteri Bottas. Now, the one issue with this mod is Maldonado's name, for some reason, doesn't show up, and it just defaults to Bottas. So in the races, we will have two Bottases, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it, really. This is the Williams. Pastor Maldonado, the living legend. Trying to figure out if it's got Bottas's name, like number and helmet as well. Who are we stuck behind? Are we stuck behind Hamilton? Excellent. I picked Force India. Yep, we're here with di Resta, who is shitting the bed at the minute. We're also being slightly held up by Hamilton here. In the Merc. And what a beautiful car this Merc is. We also have Sainz in the Red Bull at the minute. He's obviously not full-time, but he is currently getting out in the Red Bull. Red Bull did better when it was sponsored by Infinity with the liveries. I don't know what the name of the car was in 2013. What was the 2013 car called? The W03? No. Maybe? No. For Merc.
All okay with the car?
Okay, di Resta hates the car. Well, I hate you, di Resta. How about that?
Okay, so
W04, I think, yeah. Lewis with the yellow helmet. Oh, here we go. Alonso in the Ferrari.
Yeah, W04.
W04. Well done, Mango. I'm just going around having a look at all the cars, to be honest. What else have we not seen? Lotus. Oh, look at this Lotus. We love the Lotus. Right. How has Sainz gone quicker than Hamilton? If this was F1 Manager 2024, not that bad. But given we're in 2013 and Sainz is like 17 or 18, not quite so good. It is great looking teams. Also, Marussia, P9 and Caterham P10. What's going on here? Enjoy your food. Voted Lotus. Yeah, Lotus is a great. To be fair, we can always move. I assume you can still move teams in this. I don't know. I'm gonna assume you can. So I don't see why not. F1 Manager 2025 would have been paid, yeah. Okay, yeah, the guys that were P9 and P10 are now P19 and P20. The Toro Rosso. I love Toro Rosso. The liveries, I prefer the Toro Rosso liveries to any of the AlphaTauri or V-Carb liveries, I can't lie. Right, who else are we missing? McLaren? The only thing is with any of the 2014 cars are the fucking penis noses they all had. I can't remember which teams were particularly bad for it, but there was one or two that had terrible noses when it came to looking like a cock. Sauber as well, Esteban Gutierrez. What a guy. Was the Ferrari bad for it? Oh, it's a while ago, see. I have slept since 2014.
That's a surprise, given that you complain about your lack of sleep.
Well, okay. Just because you have a fair point. Look like a limp dick. Wonderful. Okay, the gap between my two drivers has come down slightly. It's now about a tenth and a half. Drove like one as well, to be fair. Now I'm gonna make the bold assumption that I'm still shit at the setups minigame, don't get me wrong. The rest goes up to P10. Do I think Lando will win the championship? From here, yes. Which will please Lord Farquaad as a Lando Norris fan.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh, I was just asked if I think Lando will win the championship.
Oh. Fair enough.
Seems like Oscar was having the same issue as Lando last year. Yeah, but I don't know, I feel like the experience will be good for him. Like, not getting it this year, it will act as a good motivation. What am I doing? I don't really fucking know. I don't normally do the practice fucking setup minigame, so I only did this so we could look at the cars. Other than that, I'll be simulating practice and going straight to qualifying. Tell you what, we might not be completely fucked here.
Ah.
P10 and P13. I will take only a 10th. I'm a bit scared for how good this Red Bull is going to be, given like a 70 overall Carlos Sainz is stuck at P2 in practice.
Oh dear.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm also worried for how shit the Marussia's going to be.
Yeah, that's
Like,
fair.
the performance chart, I had a quick look on the database editor, the performance chart is bad if you're a Marussia fan. Like, you're fucked, essentially, for at least 2 or 3 seasons.
If you had to guess, what would be your birth month's Minecraft block?
Fuck.
I do have an answer to this, by the way.
I don't fucking know. So I'm born in September. Who's in Red Bull? They've got 2 affiliates in at the minute. So at the minute it's Sainz and Antonio Felix da Costa. But obviously it's better than Weber, typically, once we get into quali. Bottas, you'll see down here in P17, isn't actually Bottas, it's Maldonado. So yeah. What block do I think my month is? So September. So 9 months prior to that is sort of Christmas time. And then you've got like fall. Yeah, it's FP1. Yeah, don't worry. Red Bull haven't sacked off Vettel and Webber for 2 relatively shit drivers. Who do I think? What block? I'm gonna go with a bone block.
Incorrect.
Ah, what was it?
It's a slime block.
The weird thing is, I was gonna say sticky piston. Right, Hamilton, tops FP1. What a photo of Hamilton that is. Oh man, young Hamilton, eh? As we are now going to go to quali. Hello, Sobel. I hope you're well.
We'll practice.
It's nice and cloudy. Yeah, no, I'm pretty good, mate. Jensen Button finally in a good McLaren. Good's relative, I guess. 2013 was sort of the start of the downfall. But we'll see. Maybe if they upgrade well enough. We'll see. So, the Williams team of Bottas and Bottas was Kimi Raikkonen's the first man to go out on track. Now, which one of them is actually Maldonado? That's going to get really annoying, isn't it? I don't like the fact we're all the way down here. I also absolutely adore the Lotus livery. It's just black and gold works so well as like a colour combination. As second out.
That's why I went Lotus for my creative team. because
Yeah.
I just like the black and gold.
Yeah. No, I respect that. Caterham coming out on track. Charles Pick. Charles Peak. Charles Peak. But yeah, Caterham, not quite a top 5 livery of all time. I don't like the Williams livery of this year. Can't lie. Yeah, Jules. Oh, there's Max Chilton, the other Marisha. But yeah, Jules is here. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on.
Just gonna say what my dinner is, boss.
Yeah, no worries, bro. I'm gonna send out Sutil as Bianchi is also coming out. Yeah, yeah. It is sad. But there he is. The number 17. Reckon first lap of the season. Hello, Dean. Seeing some left on the 2014 game, yeah. Right. I don't know why GP is telling the rest that his track position is bad when he's in the garage. All I'm saying. Kimmy obviously won Australia, I think, in real life, did he not? This year, in 2013? I mean, the answer to who won a lot of races in 2013 was, of course, Vettel. But I'm pretty sure Kimmy won in Melbourne. And that's to the point people in the 2014 game when F1 2015 has the 2014 season. Well, I don't see the point. Hello, yeah, so you're going for dinner?
No, I got 10 minutes.
Okay. What did you want to say then?
So I just walked in on F1 2015 to get my 2014 season.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So F1 2015 had no career mode whatsoever, but you could use the 2014 season for some reason.
Right, of course. Why wouldn't you?
Because why the hell not? Kimmy did win. Okay. Yeah, so no career mode, but here's Caterham. Now, Adrian Sutter is unfortunately not setting purple sectors. That's to be expected. Okay, Max Chilton's only a 10th off of Charles Pick. I mean, yes, they're both over 2 seconds down on Kimmy, but, you know, small steps. Yeah, I mean, the only issue I have with 2015, the game, is the lack of career mode.
Yeah. I didn't know you could get F1 in 2000. I think it was 10 on DF. Hello? Okay, 6 seconds.
Yankee going 4 tenths quicker than his teammate.
I will be back in 10 minutes.
Oh, Vettel, 2 purple sectors, and this is what we're expecting. How much does he take pole by? Or, well, provisional pole. Fucking hell. Oh, 8 tenths quicker than Kimmy is insane. Hulkenberg is 4 tenths quicker than Sutter. mean, fair play to Nico there. 4 tenths, well, closer to 3.5, but still not great. Anyone else on the lap? Just sent Hamilton into a wall and he got us a 5-second penalty. Is that Mass on an out lap? Anyone not on an out lap? No. There we go. We'll go on board with Felipe. So the goal here is hopefully to get into Q2 of both cars. That would be ideal. We're just going to settle out on the same set of tyres, see if he can improve. But if he doesn't, we're not massively worried. We can just switch if we need to. But to be honest, I don't think we'll need to. Massa, how are you getting on? Green in Sector 1.
Track is clear ahead.
I don't really think the track is clear ahead for the rest of there. F1 2015 crash physics were pretty funny, in fairness. As the rest has quite a lot of traffic, hopefully you can get past them before turn 1. I guess we'll see with the lap time. But here comes Massa. Has a nice little toe here as well, which might help him out. So he goes second. I like how moddable F1 2019 was, not gonna lie. Rest in peace, F1 2019. I mean, Perez goes P4 in the McLaren. All the rest are. Go on. No idea how good these sector times are, but we'll see by the lap time. So that F1 2017 was the last game with Malaysia, yeah. I did like Malaysia. Is that Sutil just ahead of him? That is Sutil just ahead of him. So as one car finishes a lap, one car will be starting one. Hamilton goes P3. De Resta goes P6. Very nice. W11 would have done great at Malaysia, yeah.
This lap. Box this lap.
Right, I'm back.
Welcome back. There's quite the gap between us and Perez. There's a gap of like 6 tenths.
Doesn't sound ideal.
No. Bottas. Well, is this actually Bottas or is this Maldonado? Oh no, this one is actually Bottas this time.
How do you know?
Because I checked, because on this leaderboard, they both appear as Bottas, but if I go onto the expanded, like, data view screen, they appear as different. Also, I think there's now a difference in their helmet, so if we see white helmet on top, it's Maldonado, who goes P8, Alonso goes P2, Adrian Sutter was about to finish a lap. Ooh, there we go. He goes nearly 3 tenths quicker than Paul de Resta. Just only one per. I am not happy for. Is Vegas next weekend?
Focus on your marks.
Oh, that's going to be up so early.
What is it?
Like, really early.
Don't like Eric. I'm not going to watch it live anyway.
Weekend after. Okay, fine. That's not helpful. So that means the weekend after means it would be Vegas. And then if we end up doing Le Mans, that'll be the week after that.
Fine.
As Nico Rosberg, I have just noticed, is only P14. Webber goes P3. Very much looks like Red Bull v Ferrari at the minute. Oh, I miss the days of when you had Button, Grosjean and Perez, like, 3 positions in a row, and it would just come up butt broker on the leaderboard. We can bring it back. The days of butt broker.
Watson's done now. He had his last wet race at the weekend.
He did, yeah. Did take out a Ferrari as well.
He did indeed.
That was quite funny.
Did you see the Corvette middle finger BMW incident?
I've seen the screenshots of the middle finger. I've not seen why he's done it. But aren't they now beefing on, like, Insta? The 2 drivers? Button AP16. Damn. The Gutierrez and Grosjean have had a bit of a stinker there. I can't lie. But no, so what happens?
Well, I don't really know.
Great.
I saw it. No, I saw it happen. I've only really watched the highlights. Is the issue?
Good to go.
Ah.
And I saw the middle finger happen, but I didn't really see what
Caused it.
occurred before the middle finger.
Yeah, no, that's valid. Next 3 weeks, you've got 3 race weekends until the end of the season. Yeah. And then what am I going to do with my life?
Yeah.
All this, I guess.
Yeah.
Copy, saw that.
Or Football Manager. Or Minecraft. Right, green in Sector 1 for Paul de Resta. I don't think he'll have any more traffic this lap, which is ideal. Unless he somehow catches that Marussia, which he might. It is a Marussia. Vegas to Tar and Abdariel back-to-back race weekends. Yay.
That is unfortunate for the drivers, actually.
Yeah, thankfully, not my problem.
No, it's not, absolutely.
But I don't actually think we're going to need to go out here. I think we've made it through to Q2 on 1 set of tyres.
That's impressive.
Thank you. Jensen Button, on the other hand, might need to go out again. He's P16.
Oh dear.
Yeah, race weekend in Vegas. Oh, there we go. The rest goes up to P8. We're actually only about 2 tenths off of Perez now. Which is very nice. What was you going to say?
Hopefully it's slightly more entertaining this year.
What, than last year?
Yeah.
Can't really remember what happened. Was it not just a weekend where Russell got pole, won the race, and that was about it?
Pretty much, I bet.
So it's a Merc 1-2. I think Hamilton would have won if he didn't fuck up quali. But because he's old, he fucked up quali. And then, the year before that was when Verstappen just punted Leclerc off turn 1 and went, I'll take the penalty and run away with it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, lovely. What about starting out again here? He's determined to get into between us. Vegas Max won the championship. Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? That's because Lando Norris was mid. There we go, Button goes out on track. Grosjean is another driver that needs a lap, to be fair. He's last at the minute. And so is Gutierrez, not so much to get out of Q1, but to not be out-qualified by both Caterhams and both Marussias. Guido van der Garde goes P18. And we're on a flying lap. Alonso's on a flying lap. Grosjean was wasted potential. Well, we'll see what he does in this save. Maybe he wins a championship. Unlikely, but maybe. Alonso's not improving on his lap time whatsoever. Ricardo's about to start flying that. Should we go on board with Danny Rick? Head of his teammate at the minute. The Williams is going to really annoy me. It's just funny, that's all. Like, all the drivers for it to happen to, it had to be Maldonado. Like, you couldn't sum up the guy more.
Guess what I've moved on to on my base building now?
Twerking.
Ha! I wish.
Right.
I'm now trying to drain all the water.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Max Chilton, Guido Vandergaard, and Jules Bianchi all out in Q1. Roman Grosjean, who's that crossing the line? It's white, so it's Hulkenberg who stays P10. Now Grosjean, who desperately needs this lap to be a good one. Crosses the line, goes P6. Charles Pic crosses the line, goes P18. That is Daniel Ricciardo crossing the line. Goes P12. The Red Bull of Vettel crossing the line. That's not particularly handy. Esteban Gutierrez going P14. Button and Rosberg both needing laps here. Button, P5. Jean-Eric Verne just went P8. Rosberg, P5. Damn. Where did Hamilton's P7? So it's Gutierrez. One of the Bottas's, great. Charles Pic, Max Chilton, Guido Vandergaard, and Jules Bianchi out in Q1. I do have to check. It is the legitimate Valtteri Bottas that was knocked out in Q1. Pastor Maldonado lives to fight another day in his Finnish disguise. But there we go. I mean, P12, P13, it's workable. I mean, what a lap by Jean-Eric Verne at the end there. Other than that, everyone that's ahead of us is sort of people we expect to be ahead of us. Cocaine Max was like a wall magnet to barriers. Yeah, especially in the early part of the season. There's no wonder else on track. So Sutter will temporarily lead. 17-2 feels like a shit lap. Did he get held up? Mr. Paul de Resta. Yeah, we're quite far down, to be fair.
Track will be clear. So
Right.
P4.
Oh, I'm gonna need so much sound.
Yep.
Okay, look out for cars.
Just gonna send you a screenshot quick, mate.
Oh, God. I can't gonna like this.
And I just want you to know this is an entire hotbar of sand.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna need so much sand.
Oh no!
The plus side is I can reuse what I've got. The downside is I don't know if I've got enough to do even one quadrant.
Oh, that's crazy. 2014 was the start of Red Bull's midfield fall off. Yeah.
I'm going to for now. I'm really back. What's for dinner?
Yes. In a bit, boss. Ah, Settle got a bit shafted at the end there. Williams had the hardest fall off in history, yeah. Yeah, it didn't go well for them. Right, what are we staring at then? Championships to fight for P15. Yeah. The rest is in a bit of a pickle here. I kind of need him to move past Perez, please.
The best on tyre warming. Let's try to get the deck down on this set. Just try to work the tyres as best you can.
So we go, Paul the rest will start his lap. So we're on board with Sutil. Two personal bests so far. Anyone on an in-lap? Couple of people, that helps us. Jean-Marc Verne and Maldonado both all on in-laps. P8 for Sutil. Head at both Lotuses. Good lap. I will very much take that. Reisland could be in danger of getting knocked out here. Hulkenberg is out. Verne and Maldonado we know are out. Both Lotuses could be out here. Depends how well people go. De Resta goes P10. Ooh, that's a bit close. Perez stays P12. Ricciardo. Where can he go in the Toro Rosso? Stays P15. Both cars into Q3. Just. Raikkonen out. Perez out. Feels like the top 5 teams are really sort of set in terms of being those 5. But we have been able to get in here. We do the first run of Q3 on used tyres.
Focus on your tyre temperature if you can.
15.8. from Grosjean. He's pulled out a lap there. Was Vettel only P5 after the first run? As we are slowest by some margin, other than Hamilton, who made a bit of an oopsie. Currently Nico Rosberg on provisional pole, but I think we're all waiting. Adrian Sittel might be in a brilliant place where he gets a wonderful toe off of Sebastian Vettel here. Is all I'm going to say. The dirty air might be a slight problem though. So it remains to be seen whether this has worked out brilliantly or poorly for Adrian Sittel here. But boy does he need a good lap if he's to potentially out-qualify his teammates. 25.9, compared to a 25.6, he's 3 tenths down on his teammate already. Vettel purple in sector 2. 18.8 versus an 18.9. So Alonso goes P2. It's quite the gap between Rosberg, Alonso and the rest. But can Seb Vettel kickstart his title defence? Massa goes up to P4. Can Vettel kickstart his title defence by getting pole? No, P3. A better lap from the restaurant, qualifying his teammate by about half a second, but nothing for us to be able to get anything other than P9 and P10. But that's a very good qualifying, I'll take that. Mark Webber, I believe, is on an in lap? Yes. So it's Nico Rosberg on pole for the Australian Grand Prix. Interesting. Good evening, Vettel. I hope you're well. (2013) mod, let's go. Oh yeah. I mean, P9, P10. I feel like the goal here has to be for at least one of the drivers to get points. But it is going to be tricky. Especially with the cars we've got behind us.
As we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action. Get ready for the Australian Grand Prix.
Here we go then.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Is that Grosjean that's got an absolutely awful start? As the rest looks to get around the outside of Button. And does so. Raikkonen making a very good start here. That's been P10, annoyingly, overtakes Adrian Sittel. Double points? I'm doubtful. I mean, even getting a point I would call a success. Because Button, Raikkonen and Perez should all be quicker than us, no matter what. And then we got the issue of Hulkenberg and Ricciardo potentially being problems. It's already Button all over the back of the Resta, looking to get past him. Won't quite get past him there. As Vettel, from P3 on the grid, is already in first. Fucking hell. It's going to be a long one, folks. Go away, Button. Hey, he's in the DRS. I think we should go back down to standard now.
Cool.
Sutil, you're significantly out of DRS. But Sutil has the advantage of being able to go onto the soft in the middle stint. So, go on, Resta. Nice, P7. Vettel and Rosberg fighting out front. Rosberg looking to cut the inside at the final corner.
Nicely done.
And has done so as Fernando Alonso is getting a little bit more interested now, looking to go around the outside of Sebastian. It's 2 places very quickly for Seb. He's also going to struggle here and might be overtaken by his teammate now. Not quite, he manages to hold up Webber. Sutil has lost out. Ricciardo's on a set of softs. I did wonder why he's pulled away so much. Sutil now overtaken by Hulkenberg, down to P13. We get passed by Grosjean. But that's fine as long as we have DRS, which we do.
Just keep your head down.
Exactly that, just keep your head down. Button and Raikkonen having a scrap. That's a bit like Raikkonen, a bit on the grass there, he's lost a bit of time. But he'll quickly get back within DRS. All this does is help us, to be fair. Oh, good move by Vettel there. There's just so much action going on, you don't really know where to look. What Max Chilton is a bit off the pace, as are the Caterhams in comparison to the rest of the grid. It's not ideal. As Sutil now looking to get back past Ricciardo for P11. Alex is struggling at the minute. Hopefully should, well, I say hopefully, should get past Hulkenberg here. Doesn't. As I don't mind this sort of battling, this is helping Di Resta at the minute. Ricciardo have the DRS? I think he did. Go Sutil. Yeah, no, I think he overtook him at the wrong points. I think that gave Ricciardo the DRS. And Perez is now ahead of Hulkenberg. Hallelujah for him. I don't know what our season goal is, because depending on what our season goal is,
Management now.
we might be a bit screwed in terms of keeping our job. Button has swooped around the outside of Reichenland there. That is quite a good move. Most is bad at the minute. I mean, yeah, I think our season goal, I'm hoping, will be P7, just in case. If it's P6, I think we can do it, but I'd rather P7 for the extra security. Because Ferrari, Red Bull, Merc, Lotus and McLaren should beat us pretty comfortably. Now Sutil was still scrapping away there with Ricciardo. I'm just downboard with Sutil. He's having a proper scrap, although the rest has now been overtaken by Grosjean, but that's fine.
Yeah, don't worry, mate.
Hamilton's got up to P3. So we're going to have a look at the Mercedes? No. Force India in real life was P6. I do love the Infinity Red Bull. It just feels a lot more alive than the current Red Bulls. It's possible, yeah. I think P6 would be possible. Anything beyond that is unlikely. Red Bull 10 out of 10. That's a pretty decent driver lineup as well. Although by 2013, Webber wasn't the driver he once was.
Keep your head down.
What a move by Button. Sorry. He doesn't make it, but, like, still. What a move. As Alonso sets the fastest lap.
Keep trying.
I'd like to think Sittel has pulled the pin on Ricciardo now. I can just chill. Issue still is Perez a little bit, but there we go. I love how close, like, the top 6 are. in this race. They are all over each other. Webber and Hamilton still scrapping.
Head down.
Yeah, the Force India livery is one of those. I don't think the 2013 livery was especially that good, especially compared to like the 14, 15, 16 era. But on this chassis, I feel like it really works.
Did just get DRS.
It's like Gutierrez fighting. Is this blue or white helmet? It's blue helmet. So this is Bottas. This is Maldonado. Bianchi up in P20. Shall we see if he can get past Guido van der Garde?
Don't stress.
I hate Max because he got in the way of championships he wasn't a part of. Nah. Here comes Button. I think he's becoming increasingly frustrated. Yeah. Look at the Lotus. I love the Lotus. It's great. Citra was just chilling on his own. 2016 Mexico. That was an interesting one. Ricardo's tyres have slightly fallen off a cliff as he's now being caught by his teammate. Is that Hulkenberg having a go on Sergio? It is. Go on, Hulkenberg. In the Sauber. Yeah, liveries are looking a lot more colourful. So that's Hamilton taking the lead. Go on, Lewis. I get the feeling that Kimi isn't going to win this race. Like he did in real life. There's a yellow flag. Who's it for? Charles Pick. Who's had a bit of a lockup.
Focus on the race ahead.
Oh, God. Oh, no overtake. We're all good. Very strong opening 10 laps so far, to be fair. I wasn't expecting us to be doing so well.
Only just on DRS this time.
Watch out. Here comes Button. Looking to take advantage. Doesn't happen. Hello, Nico Rosberg. And side by side with Webber.
Come on, mate. Tyres are in good shape.
Can I possibly fix the bug Maldonado letters with the database editor? Maybe. I could give it a try. I don't think it'll be fixed in a file, because it's something I can edit with the database editor. So I think I could. Yeah, I love the Lotus on board. I do not like Button looking to overtake Paul di Resta. Like, Button, can you bugger off? No, Button does get past us.
Full concentration, anything can happen still.
Oh, we just chill and watch Raikkonen. Did they make McLaren unreliable, or are they still dominant? I wouldn't say they're dominant. They're currently P8 and P13. Button's a man on a mission at the minute. I don't know. We'll see what happens with McLaren in this one. I'm not too sure how much has been changed. Oh, as Lord Farquaad has returned. The midget
Hello,
himself.
boss.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Well, I was just about to ask you the same question.
I'm pretty good.
Has DRS.
We qualified P9 and P10.
Nice.
We're currently P9 and P11. As Paul di Resta is in a bit of a Lotus sandwich. Which, don't get me wrong, just gives us more of an excuse to look at the Lotus. Who has DRS here? Is that Lewis or is it Seb? I think it's Seb, which will allow Webber around the outside. That just didn't really work out for Webber at all. Oh, go on, di Resta. Up the inside of the road, man. Move.
Less of a lift.
Hello? Yeah, just a second.
Yeah, Seb's kind of pulled the pin now. He's 2 seconds clear. I'm not too sure what's happened on this lap. Other than the fact that Hamilton's tyres have fallen off a cliff. Massa, quite interestingly, has started on hards. I didn't realise this. This might bring him into play as the race goes on. As Reichlin has got past his teammate and is now looking to get past us, which he does so quite comfortably. That's fine, di Resta. I'm not asking you to keep Kimi Reichlin behind.
Just keep your head down.
Well, Vettel was also in front. The question is whether he will win it or not. That was caught up, to be fair. Some of the other F1 series struggles to do, yeah. Like, the AI will go for moves here. So I'm thinking this will be a slow descent down to a stable P10, P11. Don't get me wrong, not the end of the world.
On DRS behind.
Right, I'll be back in a second, boss.
Yeah, alright. Force India will be dominant one season. Hopefully, that is the goal. I don't know who our drivers will be by then. Because this is the thing, we sort of now are going to be in sort of this alternate universe of... So I don't think Mercedes will be as dominant as they were. It'll be interesting, because most of the drivers' contracts are out the end of the season. Like, other than Vettel, Hamilton, Alonso, Rosberg, and Button, everyone else's contract runs out.
Don't worry about it. Gap currently 7.1.
We can stand the DRS approach on, that should help us. Reichlin has caught Jensen Button here. I mean, we're only 15 laps in. The field is quite spread out. Other than the top 6, which are like sitting on top of each other. Other than Vettel, who's sort of shot off a bit. As we've got past Grosjean again. Kimi, move out the way. Here goes Raikkonen. Can he get past Jenson Button, 2 former world champions? Fighting now over P7. What was sad, Mango?
Okay, crack on. Gap 6.9.
So I'm lightning to push a little bit.
Cancel or reduce lift off where possible.
Ryan, sticking the DRS of Grosjean here.
Use your tools.
Interesting, I think Kimi was just a support to Seb. Yep.
Start picking up the pace.
Hamilton pits. So does Webber. It has DRS, this is good.
Easy on the tyres.
You're my boss.
Hello.
Increase lift off for the brakes.
Right, Hamilton is now right on the back of Paul di Resta, and I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. We'll have to see what the Merc does. Could help, could hinder us. But he has pitted into a bit of traffic here. Won't be ideal for his race. He'll choose just to sit behind us.
Keep your head down. Box and pit confirm. Box, pit confirm.
So if Mercedes had been in Formula 1 earlier, they would have researched early for the 2014, or like the other teams later. I don't know, it's difficult to say. Because that's Hamilton getting past us. Should be quite easy for him to get past Kimi too, you would have thought. Or not. Or yes, not Kimi, sorry, Grosjean. But we are going to pick this lap with Paul. Hopefully not rejoining too much traffic. Potentially undercut the Lotus. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it depends how early they joined. So if they joined early, obviously they would have had to focus on the regulation change for 20, all the other regulation changes. So you get past Grosjean here. Rosberg pits. On for a set of halves. It'd be interesting to see where he rejoins in relation to Hamilton. Behind. What about Webber? Also, Webber's miles behind Hamilton. I swear he wasn't before the pit stop. Have we really just let Grosjean go? That's slightly annoying. That Perez that's also pitted, yes. So we're on the mediums here.
So you want now?
Did he just run over the pit crew? Yeah, he just drove through the Sauber pit crew, but that's fine. Let's see if Verstappen also goes to Red Bull in this universe. So that's the part I'm excited about. When we get to the sort of years where people like Verstappen and Sainz and all that join the sport, I will be excited to see where they end up. Because I'm trying not to influence it too much. Like, I might scrap some old people if necessary.
Okay, so it's closing up a little bit.
Right, hits.
Tyres okay for the moment.
Cool, we should go back down to standard then. And just sort of run our race from here.
Just manage the tyres.
Should be quicker than Ricciardo. Don't think Verstappen. No. So obviously, when Red Bull have Toro Rosso, it's a lot easier for them to filter people in. Obviously, we've got Jean-Eric Verne. I don't actually know whether they've changed the three-letter name for Verstappen to VES. Or we might have a problem if Verne and Verstappen end up on the grid together. There we go. As Vettel pits. It's a Ferrari 1-2. F2 and F3 drivers don't get to see the retarded airspace attitude to prevent it from happening. Yeah, so where I think the way the program works is I think at the start of every season, I have to go into the database editor and unretire all the drivers that are below 16. Because once they're 16, they're eligible for an F3 seat, so they won't automatically retire or be hidden away for being too young. 2.6, good start. Sutil, if we can rejoin ahead of Hulkenberg, that'd be lovely. Okay, that's Maldonado. Okay, so Sutil has lost a couple of places. We've lost quite a bit of time to Ricciardo and Perez, who pitted quite early. I didn't spot that. That's fine. The rest are sort of chilling. This would be a fun one with Hulkenberg, who was just stormed past us there. It's Alonso pits. Tyres are good. Be a shame if Verstappen there. Yeah, so what was I saying? Essentially, I go into the database editor, unretire all the drivers every season. Although I don't know how that works if they're an affiliate. If they're an affiliate, they might not retire. So I might have to sign some people as affiliates to keep them, and then that's less jobs for me to do. 'Cause I don't know how that works if they're an affiliate. If they're an affiliate, I might not. They might not retire. So I might have to sign some people as affiliates to keep them, and then that's less jobs for me to do. 'Cause I don't know how that works if they're an affiliate. If they're an affiliate, they might not retire. So I might have to sign some people as affiliates to keep them, and then that's less jobs for me to do. So at the minute, people like Albon and Sykes are fine because they're affiliates. Where Antonelli is 6, I bet his wage must be absolutely minimal then if he's a 6-year-old. Like, I could just give him a bag of Haribo and he'd be my affiliate. Massa now pits off of those halves onto a medium compound. Where will he rejoin? I think he'll rejoin 6 again. Yes, he will. As the grid is now quite spread out, we're pulling away from Ricciardo, which is good. Sutil kind of does need to get past these two. Green Credit 2010 Red Bull was a pretty good livery. If we can get past Perez here, Sutil, that would be lovely. Good move. P13. Feels like we're setting ourselves up for potentially a P10, P11 finish, which I will take. Love how Hamilton's three-letter name is Ham. Yep. Yeah, I feel like Duresta is pretty comfortable at the minute in P10. And then Sutil, if he can get P11, I can't be mad, really. Because if he gains a position, he overtakes his teammate and we end up with the same amount of points anyway. Go on, go around the outside. Go on. Go on. Go on, Sutil. Yes, go on, Sutil. Good move. There we go, up into P11. And with DRS, hopefully can pull away. We can break DRS. Can we? Be right back, no worries, Vettel. We're gonna let Sutil push a bit this lap, so we got the tyres for it. And also just gets him away from this pack again. Thank you, Mango. Mate, you're short.
Mango.
Okay, Ricciardo's just been a bit shafted there. He's just been done by 2 people in one corner. One went up his inside, one went around his outside.
You are doing a good job managing all your tyres.
Sutil was pretty decent. I mean, we're heading sort of towards the end of his career now. His twilight years. Like, if I had had a younger Sutil, it would have been interesting to see who I prioritised and maybe kept. Do I look at... I mean, both their contracts are up at the end of the season. I don't really know who to look for.
Try high Max Verstappen.
No,
Young.
Pardon?
He'll be cheap, he's young.
He'd be too young is the issue. Also, I feel like seeing Verstappen in a Force India is just going to be really cursed.
I think that'd be quite funny, though.
It would be quite funny. Sittle is catching the rest of here. Gap now under 3 seconds. Also, Max is too young anyway, because obviously, even though IRL it wasn't a rule at the time, in game you've still got the has to be over 18 rule. Although technically I can change that with the database editor, I believe. I can still give him his super license. Bottas v Bottas. Yeah, so in P15 we currently have Pastor Maldonado, which shows up as bot, and then in P18 we have the actual Valtteri Bottas. We can see here on this screen it works fine, but on the race leaderboard it doesn't. I'll probably try what Vettel said and look at it in the database editor, see if I can fix it. Also, Guido van der Garde after 27 laps is 30 seconds off of P18. That Button they're close to being lapped by. Yep, so they're close to being lapped by Button, which means they're relatively close to being lapped by us. Is the rest going quicker than these guys? Yes. Fine. Do I think Montoya was an unlucky? So I never really watched Montoya race. So we've got a proper Red Bull v Merc situation on up front, as Ferrari are sort of fading away a little bit. Yellow flag. It's Pastor Maldonado.
Yellow's ahead.
There's a yellow flag.
Yep, Pastor Maldonado's had a spin.
Now we're just proceeding through turn 4. And round they spin. Oh, dearie me, you don't.
He's done well to keep that out of the barriers, to be fair. Right, what do we do here? If Suttil catches the Resta, do we tell the Resta to let him pass? Because Suttil's on the softs at the minute. This is his quick part of the race to then... I don't know where he'll rejoin, to be fair. What's the pit lane time loss? 19 seconds. So he's going to look to come out sort of just behind Maldonado. Not really the place you really want to be pitting and rejoining out behind, but there we go. Some things cannot be helped. I think someone modded Tesco as a sponsor. Who doesn't love a Tesco, eh? Does Lord Farquaad like a Tesco?
Tesco's not bad.
Alright, our Suttil is now within a second of Paul di Resta here. This has been really good pace by the German. See, my hope would be Suttil gets past, drags di Resta with him. That 10th place is important. Yeah, it's going to be, I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to enforce team orders, but I do not want these guys to take each other out, because that would be slightly annoying. So di Resta going for a move, looking at a potential move. Oh, it's getting a bit close. Don't like it. But I'm not going to tell di Resta to move out the way. Yeah, so I want to wait for Sutil to overtake Duresta and then tell Duresta not to fight him. Because if I tell Duresta to not fight him now, he'll slow down and lose a bunch of time letting him past. But if I just tell him to not overtake him, he doesn't lose time in that sense. But for right now, it does cost Sutil a little bit.
No. Oh, yeah, okay.
There we go. So Sutil's passed. So now what we do is we go don't fight teammate. Sutil might just shoot off here. But I'm hoping Duresta can stick in DRS. Sutil, please catch Rose on the bus. I don't think Sutil's gaining 12 seconds, I'm going to be completely honest.
Right, I'll be back in a second, boss.
Yeah, alright. It's also not really pulled away from Duresta. Right for a McLaren engine failure. Yeah, that'd be ideal. I mean, to be fair, it'd still be ideal even if it was Perez. Is that Hulkenberg going on the inside? Not quite. The one time we need a McLaren engine failure. Yep. That is Hulkenberg past Perez, and Daniel Ricciardo's now let's get involved as well. Not liking how close my two drivers are to each other. I thought Sutil would just, well, pull away originally. But DRS is pretty powerful. Multi 21 Paul. Paul is just chilling behind for now. And then when Sutil pits, we'll push Paul. Paul Duresta world champion in 2014. I don't think we'll win the title next year. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Some of the gaps are absolutely ridiculous. What I'll do, I'll set up a thing in your Discord, generic. I'll show you a few things, because if we did Marussia, we'd be a bit fucked. Is all I'm saying. 2020 world champion. Yeah, maybe. Paul Duresta for 2020 world champion. As this becomes interesting, as we catch Jules Bianchi, no, not Jules Bianchi, Max Chilton and Charles Pitt. We do need to get out of our way, but what it does allow is for Sutil to get DRS. And this could expand the gap between my two drivers, which it does. As long as Mercedes doesn't invent the W11, I don't think they'll be that dominant. Now Paul Duresta has lost DRS, which isn't ideal, but there we go. Sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. hopefully, we are going to be able to rejoin ahead of Jean-Eric Verne with Suttle here. It'll be close, but I reckon it's possible. This is the optimal lap. In that case, attack, and we'll pit next lap onto the hards. This is the only issue, is we are running the hards at the end of the race, which might allow teams like, well, drivers like Perez to catch us. Doesn't really help us anywhere ahead of us, unless they all die, then maybe it will. Anyway, I think I'd rather him rejoin either behind Gutierrez or ahead of Verne. I don't want him in between Verne and Gutierrez, it's just because there's not a massive gap there. Hamilton in the pits. What's he on to? A set of hards? Yep. Hamilton has a hard on. Max Chilton and Charles Pegg fighting over... Amazingly, there's been no DNFs yet. As I've proper put the mockers on that now. Yellow flag. I have proper put the mockers on that, but what we do need to do is we now also need to pit Paul. Is this Pastor Maldonado? No, this is actual Valtteri Bottas. So one Williams spins and keeps it out the wall, the other Williams absolutely clatters the barrier. So we have a safety car. No, we have a red flag. That's not ideal. To be fair, neither was the safety car. I so put the mockers on that. So amazingly, the rest has been shafted and Sutter has just jumped him.
We're set once more, and soon we'll continue this race. And it's lights out, and away we go.
There we go. Has this screwed anyone in particular? Not really. What has meant is we're now back in the fight to even get a point. Annoyingly. Oh, the rest has just absolutely lost it. Oh, that's someone slow. That's Raikkonen slow. It's actually worked out in our favour for now. Suttle up to P9. Come on. So it's helped. It screwed Hamilton over. So he's now at the back of the lead pack, but Alonso's now P2 here.
Focus on cooling tyres.
Go on, Sutil. Go up the inside. Oh, Button. Yeah. Ooh, maybe not. Not move. Move's not done yet. Go on. Oh, Christ. Not done yet. I think it might be done now. It's done now. Good man. The roles have reversed from the first stint. The Rester is now the man in P11 holding everyone back, so Sutil can get points.
Damn.
I mean, I feel slightly bad for Paul the Rester, but he got a shocking fucking restart, so it's slightly self-inflicted, as Reichenen's just gonna absolutely send it on Sutil here. As we're gonna keep that fucking place. Go on.
Keep trying. And the car behind, Checo.
Yeah, it hasn't quite worked as intended, as instead of actually managing to hold everyone back, all we got, and I'm talking about can't catch up to Button, which
Car
would be
behind,
ideal.
now, Checo. Don't stress.
There we go then, as we were, 20 laps to go at the end of this one. As we continue to be in a fight for points. Oh, here comes Raikkonen. Gonna go around my outside. No, yeah, probably, yeah.
We'll get back.
Good move by Kimi there. Until let's get past his own teammate now. As the rest has lost out to Checo. Jean-Eric Verne's come to party. First Toro Rosso we've been fighting was Ricciardo, but now it's the turn of the Frenchman. As annoyingly, that's not what I wanted to happen, was Perez in P11 relatively near us. I said it was going to be a fight for points. It definitely is now if Perez is the man that's
Keep your head down.
could deny us them. Has Valtteri Bottas slightly screwed us here? We'll see. I mean, there's plenty of time for shenanigans to go down. Don't get me wrong. That is such a back past Raikkonen, actually, up into P8. Yellow flag. Not sure who that was. Hulkenberg. Okay, that helps us. Sort of now between us and Jean-Eric Vergne for P12. So there goes the Toro Rosso man up the inside of Paul di Resta. He's full on scent that, you know. The guy is pushing.
Come on, mate. Car behind is Hulkenberg. Gap 2.7.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Sutil.
Here we've got the Aston Martin.
Sutil.
And that's the moment the car plows into the wall. Now I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock.
Oh, that is so annoying. Right, well, we've gone from probably scoring points to now probably not scoring points.
Virtual safety car deployed.
I would have preferred if it was a safety car. It is only a VSC, which means we've got quite the gap to gain.
BSC ending.
Right, can you maybe not lock up, please, Paul?
Focus on the race ahead. Keep your head down.
As your tyres have gone to shit.
Overtake is available. Overtake available.
It's okay, PDR is on it. I don't think Paul di Resta's gaining a 6.5 second gap on the two McLarens when they have DRS. I think we're a bit buggered here. I mean, first off, I need him to pull away from the Toro Rosso. And his tyres are not in optimal shape for this.
Thoughts on tyres?
This race is crumbling before our very eyes.
Just push, please. .9 and DRS.
DRS is so fucking powerful. I think I've just got a firm. We're in with a fight with Jean-Eric Verne for P11 here. Settle, man.
Gap behind 3.3. Okay, crack on.
To walk out of here, what would be, what, 7th in the Constructors? Yeah, we'd be behind Toro Rosso. That would be very frustrating. I need a safety car. 8 seconds off of the top 10. I mean, if I got P11, P12 organically, fine. But we've been running in the points for the entire race up until this moment. Have a crash. Go on. No, you want to. At the minute, Nico Rosberg is checking out at the front here.
Gap behind 2.6. Yeah, don't worry, mate. Okay, mate. Just stay focused.
That Gutierrez and Hulkenberg fighting, it is. Two Saubers going at it. The rest of his tyres are just a bit dire, I can't lie. I'll tell you what though, I'm definitely interested to see how this develops as seasons go on.
tyres.
Can't remember what the rest of the sponsorship goal was. I can't remember if it was P11 or P12. I'm hoping P12, because I feel like we should get that. Yes, I know we're not fuel limited. We've got plenty of fuel. I even underfueled the car. I just need some shenanigans to go out, either in this pack or in this pack.
Gap 0.4.
Both Saubers get past Hulkenberg. Both Saubers get past Ricciardo, sorry. Hulkenberg is one of the Saubers. Also got a little mini pack here of Charles Pitt, Jules Bianchi, Max Chilton, and Pastor Maldonado. But those crashing won't help us unless we get a safety car. Oh, Paul. What are you doing to me, man? We can't be inviting the Saubers to get involved in this party. Thank you, Mango. Mate, you're short.
Fuck you, Mango.
Did just get DRS.
Great. Gutierrez now in this DRS train. Up the inside goes Paul de Resta on Jean-Eric Verne.
Come on, mate.
We're not going to get a second on him, are we? Not even close.
Only just on DRS this time.
Yeah, the only issue with that GP is he's now 2 tenths behind us. Can't believe we could end up behind Toro Rosso and Sauber in the Constructors. We could end up 8th in the Constructors after this race, which would be so annoying. Can one of you guys just crash already? Please. 10 laps to go. So here goes Jean-Eric Verne. Back ahead.
Keep trying.
And that so isn't a whole lot for stuff to be sorted out. Felipe Massa there, going side by side with Lewis Hamilton. Stays P5. That would be an audacious move. Doesn't try it. Probably for the best. It's Paul de Resta now 13.5 seconds behind the points. Go on, Webber, around the outside. Oh, I thought you was going to go for both of them then. Just stick to trying to get past Massa. Does get past Massa. Moves his Red Bull up into P5. Good one, Duresta. Class. Down. Has lost 3 positions in 1 corner. Absolute quality this is. From the Scotsman. We're going to focus on the front battle, as Hamilton looks to be getting back past Webber. When we say the front battle, it's not a battle for the win, because Rosberg is long gone. As Webber tries to go around the outside of his own teammate. Does go around the outside of his own teammate. Will he get shoved off? No.
Point 4. Just keep your head down.
Multi-21 mark. No idea how Paul Duresta isn't P1. He's shit. Lost 3 places in 1 corner. It's a shame for this race to end in this manner. Such as World Drivers' Champion material. The guy that binned it. Oh, well, it is what it is, you know. It's the first race of the season. Go on, Webber. Go for it. Up the inside. Why haven't you gone for that, Webber? So Alonso might be letting Sebastian get away. You know how I said Rosberg's got this race sewn up? He might not have, you know. Maybe Sebastian Vettel is inevitable, because he's gone hard and fast on those mediums. And he's being caught. That now only 4 seconds. That was 5.7 at one point. Don't go away just yet, folks. This race might not be done and dusted.
How is it going?
Paul's P14, Sutill's crashed out.
Right.
Yeah. So our points are gone. What a move by Webber, by the way. Just, you know, fair enough. It'll take you 5 years to get a win, so don't worry. I hope it won't take me 5 years to get a win.
Focus on the race ahead.
So that's Webber now past his teammate. Will Fernando join the party? You bet Fernando will try and join the party. You know, even if he doesn't get the invite, he's still going to knock the door. Paul Duresta has got past Danny Rick here, not for very long, but he was ahead at one point.
6 laps remaining. 6 laps.
Webber, 2.7 away from Nico Rosberg. Over a second, crucially, ahead of his teammate. 6 years, you'll win 4 championships in a row. To be honest, I don't know if I'll be there. I might switch teams if I start winning 4 championships in a row. It's Vettel defending aggressively against Alonso, so much so Lewis Hamilton's decided to join the party and gets past Fernando Alonso, his former teammate. Can Rosberg hold on for this win? Oh, no, hello, Fernando. Oh, Fernando's at risk here of being done in by his teammate. He has been done in by his teammate. Question is, if we do win 4 championships in a row, who's going to be the driver that wins the 4 championships? Think I'll have Verstappen? I don't know. This could be interesting. I am looking forward to seeing that. Suttil. I do not believe that Suttil will be winning 4 championships for me. Or Max, if you hire him. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Just stay focused.
We shall see.
Okay, crack on.
I think Rosberg might be doing just enough here, as Massa has got past Hamilton and now has his sights set on Vettel. Go on, Massa, up the inside. At turn 1, Felipe Massa up to P3. Will Sebastian Vettel now be at risk from Lewis Hamilton? Not really, but here comes Fernando. Around the outside of Lewis. Nicely done. Seb has quickly lost DRS to Felipe. Oh no, what happened? Suttil, so we were fine. Bottas brings out a red flag. We were fine. Then Suttil was running P8 and the rest was running P11, and that was fine. And then Suttil crashed, and then the rest has sort of just been stuck in this train. Go on, Paul. Fuck's sake, Paul.
You're doing some good time management.
So yeah, so it doesn't look like we're getting points. Bottas did almost hit a Ferrari, to be fair. I don't actually know which Ferrari he almost hit, but that is Alonso past Seb. Seb is struggling here. His tyres are in pretty decent nick compared to the top 3. 2.3 seconds, 3 laps to go. The gap at the front here. As Ricciardo has shot off, so we won't even get P11, that's for certain. If I had to get past one of these two, I'd rather get past Gutierrez and Jean-Eric Vergne. I'll be honest. Hello, Massa. Is Massa going to get P2? Like, I'd rather, if I'm to get P13, I'd rather it be the 2 Toro Rossos ahead of me than a Sauber and a Toro Rosso. Because, well, no, purely because it helps us in the Constructors. Because it would put us 7th above Sauber, as opposed to 8th behind them. Go on, Massa. Up the inside. 2 seconds between Massa and Rosberg. However, these guys fighting will be exactly what Rosberg needs. One of these two will have DRS. Who is it? It's Massa. Just about. It's not really helping him too much. And these two fighting. It's music to the Germans' ears, as Webber has been slightly shoved off the track there, but we live. Perez is the best replacement for Suttil. I mean, Perez is the realistic replacement for Suttil, of course. Obviously, if we were doing this realistically, we would be signing Hulkenberg and Perez. I'm not so sure.
2 more laps.
2 more laps, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why I've still got "Don't Fight Teammate" on it. It makes no difference anyway.
Okay, so it's closing up a little bit.
I have lost a lot of time this lap. Last lap time for the race leader. Looks like Rosberg will kickstart 2013 with a win.
Boring.
Is it?
Keep trying.
Go on, Paul. Get past Vern. Get past Vern. Yes. We can get past Esteban, I'd say. Good day in the office.
Press and hold the overtake.
But that's journey anyway. It will be. Also comparing sort of to what happens in real life.
One more lap.
Go on, up the inside. Very nice. And then pull away.
Caution on number 3.
Let's go, Paul. Let's go, Paul. P12. Vettel has fallen to P5. Nico Rosberg will win the Australian Grand Prix and bring home a win for Mercedes. Fernando Alonso will get P2. Felipe Massa will just about get P3 from Mark Webber. Vettel, Hamilton rounding out the top 6. Followed by Grosjean, Raikkonen, Button and Perez. No real shocking point scorers. It's the top 5 teams obtaining all 10 spots here today. Ricciardo doing well for a P11 for Toro Rosso. Di Resta. I will take P12 in the end. Gutierrez will grab P13 for Sauber ahead of Jean-Eric Byrne and Nico Hulkenberg. Maldonado, the sole Williams, will grab a very lonely P16. With Jules Bianchi just about, I believe, going to beat Vandergaard here for P17. Vandergaard will have to settle for P18 before Max Chilton and Charles Pic rounding out the finishers. Adrian Sutil and Valtteri Bottas are 2 retirements of the day. Not a bad start. I think I'll take it.
And with the race over, the Aston Martin driver.
Well, there we go. Vettel, P5 only. Hamilton, P6 only. Given his teammate won the race, he might be slightly disappointed with that. There we go. Sutil was a what could have been. We're P7 in the Constructors. Need to see what our goal is, of course. Thankfully, do get pulled arrested. Sponsor goal. I'm also really up for this season's Vettel. Yeah, long-term season objective 6 or above. Oh, you're killing me, man. Oh, I want to look at his power. Oh, you fucked the gearbox, man. No, not fun. Next up will be Jeddah. I mean, fine, I guess. Whatever fits. But yeah, so if we quickly look. I mean, first off, we have a 5-year-old Arvid Lindblad here. And a 6-year-old Antonelli. Um, 8-year-old Isaac Hajar. 9-year-old Colapinto. His sacrifice was needed for a Rosberg win. Yeah, supposedly. Jeddah is Malaysia, I guess. I guess, yeah. 11-year-old Oscar Piastri. 13-year-old Lando Norris. Lance Stroll, the Ferrari affiliate. Just see, it's just an interesting sight. Here he is, Max Verstappen, 66 overall, 15 years old. Already a 3-time champion, supposedly. But there we go.
Is that Verstappen?
Yeah, because it can't, because it's still the same person, even though technically we're in 2013, we're not. So it does keep all their original stats.
Yeah.
Albon at Lotus, a Lotus affiliate. Pierre Gasly. What a guy. It'll be really funny when they all come to F1, yeah, especially if they all come to just really random teams that they're not anywhere near at. Here's Carlos Sainz. But theoretically, if we were looking to replace either Sutil or Di Resta, more likely Sutil, just because he's older. I mean, we've got quite a few people running out of contracts.
I still think we should try for that. But...
So the thing is, I can only put... Verstappen wouldn't be good enough right now anyway. Not by a long shot. In terms of looking for someone we can get now, I don't know, because yeah, I could probably extend Paul's contract. Obviously can't right now because we're too close to the start of the season. And he recently started a contract. But and then if we looked to replace Sutil, someone like, weirdly, a Jean-Eric Verne or a Danny Rick would kind of work. Yeah, that's what I mean. We've got time, so it's not the end of the world. Should we see if I can get like where are they? Felipe Nasser, what a guy. Felipe Nasser was. Where's Leclerc? Leclerc is down here. We're sorting by age, yeah. I've got that to 15. Charles Leclerc's here. So we've got a nice little run here of Russell, Verstappen, Leclerc, drivers we could potentially sign. Or I could sign 13-year-old Joe Guan Yu. Or 13-year-old Nikita Mazepin.
I know who I'd rather have.
13-year-old Nikita Mazepin.
No.
What about 12-year-old Logan Sargent?
I'd rather have him over Mazepin.
Call it morbid curiosity. He didn't like that.
Right. When I started filling in this segment,
Yeah. Okay.
it was somewhere between, I think, 4,000 and 5,000 sand.
Yep.
I am down to 388 sand. And I think in terms of blocks placed, I'm not even halfway.
Fun.
In terms of distance, in terms of distance from the edge, I think I'm about halfway. It's just going to keep getting more and more blocks.
Funny. But yeah, take care, generic. Oh my god. Okay. We have 15-year-old George Russell as my affiliate. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how young it goes with the affiliates, to be fair. Because 14-year-old Lance Stroll is a Ferrari affiliate, so I don't know why these guys weren't put into theirs, but who knows. Not my problem. I have nicked George Russell. To be fair, it's not the worst idea, I guess, because of the Mercedes tyres. It's realistic, yeah. Why just... How can you hate me when you've only just joined the team? You dickhead.
What's the central ingredient for an crystal, do you know?
Eye of Ender, Gasp Tear, Glass Obsidian, maybe?
Okay. No, not fine. We've got 9 gas tiers. I might do some gas tier gathering.
Good, because make sure we get a stack of them before you use them for the end crystals. Because that's a relatively easy one in terms of like difficulty. It's just something we don't really bother doing.
Yeah, no, I'm just really bored of filling in sand, so I'm gonna go do something different for a bit.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Wind tunnel data concern. Fuck you. We're just gonna firm it and hope we just don't blow up. There we go. So that has been round 1. I think that's been quite good fun. I appreciate you all being here. That one I need to save over. But yeah, we've got an interesting season ahead of us. As long as we can get P6 in the standings, Bob's your uncle. I will be back maybe tomorrow evening, if not Wednesday at some point. But until then, enjoy, take care of yourselves. Catch up on, I'm sure Judge is streaming tomorrow, so catch up on him as well. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, and I'll see you all in a bit. Ciao.